Now it should work. Let's see if it decides to work. There it is. It's working. Let's do a quick audio test whenever it decides to show me my image. We'll see how it sounds. We'll see how it sounds. Oh, it sounds halfway decent. Let me share this with a couple of people. How's it going, guys? How you doing today? We're coming to you from our cozy cabin getaway. Maybe someday. But it's magic. Oh, 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 it's magic. I know. If you wish to become a multimillionaire trader, that is really what is required. Those are simply the facts. The market is an incredibly complex place unless you keep in pace with the state of the art. Unfortunately, everything you've won shall be lost. Oh, I'm already having somebody tell me that I'm just going to lose it all. Anyways, is anybody actually in the chat? There's 8 concurrent viewers here. How you guys doing? Cozy cabin. I know, right? It's almost as though I found a really cool modern day version of the Yule log and green screened myself. It's magic. What's up, David Hazel? We do have other screens we can share with you. I don't care. We'll talk about whatever we want to talk about. So if I get rid of my camera. Oh, oh man, I'm peaking, aren't I? It's too loud. Okay. Is it better now? Oh man, I probably just blew out your eardrums. Teddy is in the house. Barbara's here. She retracted her message already. Gilbert is here. How you doing, Gilbert? Can I show the retracted message? I can't. And Rambling Rowden is here. What's up, Rambling Rowden? That's a cool name. How do I actually show my... Wait, hold on. Oh, it was this screen here. That's stock market screen and stuff like that. Anyways, how y'all doing, guys? This is one of those things where you have to chat with me. It doesn't work otherwise. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I am not going to be so emboldened to set a super chat goal tomorrow. I'm sure the super chats will happen. I decided to green screen things. It never quite works the way I want it to. I have 3 lights in this room. It is very distracting. But we could chat about life and stuff. Hello there. I spelled something wrong. That's okay, Barbara. I thought it was like, you instead of putting, you put S-U-C-K-U and you meant to put F. Yeah, I'm just kidding, Barbara. You don't seem like the type. What's up, Scott? How you doing, bro? Nice to see you, Jessica. We're not playing video games or nothing like that. I got a second screen if you guys want to see stuff. I've been really blessed, actually. Let me tell you something. It's really weird. My day trading channel called Elite Trading Mindset has grown faster than my YouTube channel on Not Leaving Las Vegas in the last week. It really has. I mean, I have to look at the stats, but I think the Elite Trading Mindset's growing faster than Not Leaving Las Vegas. And I've only done 2 pieces of content on the trading channel. And I've done how many live streams on the Vegas channel? RDTV is in the house. Happy New Year's Eve. Are you going to go live? Of course, David. Yeah, we got a VIP invite down to Ellis Island, and we're going to go and I guess they're doing like steak and lobster or something like that, which is kind of dope. And then we're going to go back for midnight, and we're going to get the fireworks from the roof of there. What's the trading channel? It's called Elite Trading Mindset. I mean, I can just share it with you guys if you guys are interested in seeing what that's all about. The only problem is I'm running out of browser space. Like I have so much crap on my screen right now. It's not even funny. Let's see here. Dashboard. How do I upload videos? I don't even know like what is going on with my life anymore. So yeah, my videos have attracted more subscribers on that channel, but it's like, you know, trading is tough, man. And I don't recommend it to hardly anybody, if I'm being totally frank with you guys. We have a website for what we're doing. We have a Discord server. I'm really passionate about it. Elite Trading Mindset. Yeah, it says ETM and it has a logo. It's actually, it never showed up in the YouTube search before, but now it finally actually shows up in the YouTube search, which is nice. My keyboard is too small, said nothing bad. I know, I'm just messing with you, young lady. You're fine, you're good to go. So yeah, we'll be out tomorrow. It's just that today I'm lonely. I'm lonely as heck, man. I don't know what to do. So I was like, oh, I can fire this up. I mean, here's the deal. Most of you guys that are going to actually watch this are just going to be hardcore folks that really enjoy my channel. There'll be probably no super chats on this entire stream, which is not why we do these. We do the strip ones because those help support the fam. I've been to Vegas many times, but I've never been there for New Year's. I'll be watching your live. Yeah, I'll be all over the place. I thought I was coming down with a cold or something. See, I'm a hypochondriac. I have health anxiety, so I will constantly feel my throat for lumps. There are none. But It was either that or going to Fremont Street and yelling because I was trying to run it through Dr. GPT and see because I mean, it's great for when you have health anxiety because it'll tell you if you should go to the doctor. Like it's programmed that way. But it's basically like, yeah, man, if you yell for 3 hours into a microphone on Fremont Street, you're bound to strain your vocal cords, dog. That's exactly what happened. Teddy has subscribed to the trading channel. Bruce likes the background. Yeah, it's actually just it's running in Firefox right now, and then it took me forever. Somebody made a blur filter for OBS, which I'm using, called Gaussian blur, which is just so fantastic. And then this is called Cozy Christmas Ambiance, Relaxing Christmas Jazz Instrumental Music and Crackling Fireplace Sounds. So I'm down with that. It looks good to me. What's up, Anthony Wrench? How you doing? Stacy Lewis. Hi, Steven. Do you have any resolutions for New Year's? 1920 by 1080. I'm also a fan of, was it 3860 by 3840 by 2160. Those are my two resolutions. I'm such a freaking nerd. I am such a nerd. No one to give you H2O. What is this? Grammarly. What the hell's wrong? I hate Grammarly. Quit Grammarly. No. Well, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll give water away. Looks like I'm in Banfafa. I would prefer Canmore because I am not rich. I can't afford Banfafa. Poor people go to Canmore. Okay. The rich go to Banff and they stay at the Chateau Lake Louise. It's a Fairmount hotel. I don't know who owns it now. 49ers on TV. Oh, yeah. And then tomorrow, Canada plays Team USA in the hockey in the World Junior Classic. So probably Canada's going to lose. I'm sorry if you're Canadian and you're watching me, but Canada lost to Latvia, a team which they typically score 10 goals against. I think the Canadian team doesn't have the work ethic, unfortunately. Poor people go to Drumheller. Well, they go to Wetaskiwin too, because cars cost less in Wetaskiwin. They probably don't have that thing anymore. Anyways, what's this guy saying? This is my man. Offer advice on trading. Hey, brother, just watch your stream. You might want to call me tomorrow. This is what you say. I've been doing... Would love a call. Anyway, there you go. Looks like Lee Canyon. Yes, poor people go to Drumheller. Calvin B's knows. Actually, Drumheller is nice. They got the Royal Tyrrell Museum out there. Happy New Year, Steve. When's the wife getting back? Hair is getting long. She's coming back after the New Year. We got to fund a project that I promised her we would do over there so we could have a business over there finally. She built the house and she has property next door. And then we have these folks that become part of our family that we want to help over there. And Edward was actually in the chat once a few weeks ago. You guys might have met him on the stream when I was downtown on Fremont Street. It's such a good people, like just super wholeheartedly nice people. Calvin asked if I miss the snow. I do not miss the snow, not whatsoever. I've seen snow a few times, obviously. I lived in Lake Tahoe for a winter, and there was not a lot of snow, actually. That was the year it didn't snow in Tahoe. I can't remember what year that was. Probably like, I don't say 2010, 2011. I'm not sure. Your mic is muted some. Hard to hear you. If the mic is low, I can turn it up. It was peaking before, not the duck. Let me turn the mic up a bit. So now it's going to go louder and louder. Is it a little bit better to hear me now? Because it was peaking. I can even gain it. I can boost the gain a little bit more. JQ is here. How's it going, JQ? Is the mic better now? Can you guys hear me better now? Let me know. Let me know in the chats. Yeah, so we got the year-end stuff happening in Vegas. Everybody's closing their year out. Businesses died off. I've been sitting here playing Doom on my Xbox every day. Every time my appointment setter would, it's supposed to be blurry, dude. It's like a camera blur, right? Box blur, Gaussian blur. Every time I would have my appointment setter make me an appointment, nobody shows up to talk on the phone. So, you know, it's just going to be like that through probably the 2nd, although Wednesday is the 1st, Thursday is the 2nd, Friday is the 3rd, Saturday is the 4th, Sunday is the 5th. Hopefully we get back to business as usual on the 6th. We are heading out to Vegas in late January. It's surprising how much room prices have increased. Yeah, everything is more expensive here in town, that's for sure. I love to give you some ideas about how I really like to run these streams. I'll talk about practically any subject. Some stuff about my family I'll not talk about. JQ asked if I have a 130 IQ. Let me tell you, I had this strange conversation with somebody who I know and I hold in high regard. I think they're a smart person. He works in an engineering tech-based job, and he said to me once that I might be on the outlier of the bell curve of IQ, and I didn't know what that meant. Like, I understand what a bell curve is. If you don't know what a bell curve is, a bell curve is, I wish I could go to my explainer screen because I can draw on my computer. But a bell curve is when you have, like, it goes up and then you have the peak. So there's people on the outliers. Most people are in the peak of the bell curve. They're in the middle. And then on the extreme outliers, if for any population, any type of thing. So let's say we're talking about IQ. On the left-hand side, you have extremely low IQ, and they exist, and it's really unfortunate. The Army won't admit you if you have under an 80 IQ. And then on the right-hand side, you have extremely high IQs, like 120, 130s, and those people are Mensa people, and they're super smart, but that doesn't mean much, trust me. And then in the middle, you have everybody else. I think the average IQ is like 100 or something like that. And you might not think that 100 to 120 are that different, but they are. They really are. There's a big fall off and diminishing levels of people that have higher than normal IQs. Going on 2 months for my sweatshirt. That sucks. I'm going to have to set a reminder. Hold on. Set a reminder to email Teespring tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm going to email them too and ask them about that because that's ridiculous and they should compensate you or something because I got paid. And they don't usually pay until it gets shipped. Shall we start referring to you as I'm not an Einstein? You're a real good orator, narrator, whatnot. Did you ever think you would be one when you were younger? Or were you shy when it came to book reports? Never shy. I hated reading with a passion. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Power of Why. No, Start with Why. What's it called? It's by Simon Sinek. He did a TED Talk on it years ago, and I wanted to read it. I have it on Audible, and I bought it on Kindle, so I have it on 2 places. Start with Why. And it talks about how companies generally, they like do the wrong thing. Are you at all interested? Because this is a really cool concept. Hi, Chad. Hi, Steven. And if you're in a leadership role, what's up, Brady's girl? I wish that I was Brady's girl. If you're in if you're in a leadership role, you need to read that book, Start with Why. Simon Sinek is a super smart dude, and he wrote the book a long time ago. He did a TED Talk when TED Talks weren't all woke nonsense in business like that. And I could show you guys like how I can demonstrate the difference between the two. I was amazed when I found out that Elon Musk has a 155 IQ. Well, he is a certified genius. I don't know what the hallmarks of a high IQ person are, JQ. I have no clue. I just know that the intelligence quotient was originally just supposed to be a marker of your capacity to learn things. And I think I'm average, but I don't know what average is. I think more people should be in leadership roles that take the lead when it comes to everyday stuff or at work. It's good for the soul. So what he explains in the book is, let me see if I can do something here. I have a window capture. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I might be able to work this out somehow. This is my arc. I don't want you guys to see all my tabs. So let me open up a new pane, a new panel. And then let me just go to a new workspace, new easel. Yeah, that'll work. Untitled easel. So I actually think I could probably do it this way, but then I have to go back into OBS, and then I have to click plus. And then I have to go to depreciated, and then I have to go to window capture, and then I have to type arc. And then I have to go OK, and then I'm going to select arc, untitled easel. Yeah, that'll do it. That's the ticket right there. So let's just look at it right now together, if you guys want to look at it with me together, okay? So what he explains is that you have this thing called the golden circle, or it's kind of like the golden ratio, and I can't draw a circle. Do you know how hard it is to draw a circle with a computer mouse? And it's not easy, but let's see. Is it recording my screen? I don't think it is now. You know what? It's not. You son of a gun. I see what's happening here. So it's not recording my pen on the screen. So actually, we'll do it with real circles. So that one should be working. Okay, is that working? There you go. Perfecto. Boom. Shakalaka. So if we have like the golden circle, and it's going to kind of look like this. Okay, we're going to have one, we're going to have two, and then we're going to have a third down here. Now, what he says is that, and we can demonstrate this with, let's say, politicians, right? Let's say we demonstrate this with politicians. And I'm aware that if I make this one blue, then now I have the guess who. Kind of, sort of. Make that one white. Anyways, he says that what happens is companies that start with the Y, they work themselves. Most companies do it this way. They say what over here. Okay, so they have their what down here, right? And then they say how, and how goes inside here. This was just fascinating to me when I learned about this. And then you have the Y, and the Y is in the center, right? So what they do is they put out their message. And a good example of this is like Apple versus Dell, okay? So Dell says, what do? We make computers and technology. How do we do it? Well, we use the best components and we make the fastest stuff. And don't you know we make great stuff? And then we have the Y, but they don't even ever get to the Y. But then what Apple does is they come around and they move everything around. And so what Apple says is why. Here's why we do what we do. We do what we do because we're passionate about what we do. We make gorgeous products that have perfect seams and fantastic keyboards and amazing screens and blah, 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 and everything like this. And by the way, do you want to buy one? And that's what's interesting. So Apple has these feverish fanboys. Like you've seen these Apple fans and they never shut up about their stuff, right? And they can sell anything and people trust them because they understand the motivation for why they're doing what they're doing. And then we could even extrapolate it to politicians, right? You could take this to politicians. Like most politicians will come along and say, vote for me because I believe that I'll make the economy better and I like closed borders and lower crime. That's great. Will you vote for me? And so that's the what, and here's how I'm going to do it. Will you vote for me? And then you have some politicians that come out and what they do is they go, I grew up living the American dream. I think it's broken. They're out to get you. I'm going to stand in between you and them, the powers that be, and I really feel what you're going through, and that's why I'm doing this. By the way, you want to vote for me? And then those are the leaders that are like the Bill Clintons and the Obamas and the Donald Trumps of the world who like have this feverish flock of people that just follow them through thick and thin through everything. And there's not a Barack Obama fan that you could talk to nowadays that'll give up Barack Obama. And there's not a Donald Trump fan that'll give up Donald Trump. And there, I was apolitical. Are you happy? You see what I mean? So anyways, what do we got in the comments? Elon is on the, 100% Elon is on the Asperger scale. Fibonacci, yeah, the golden, well, okay, Fibonacci, golden ratio, golden rule, yeah. That's a target, yeah. U.S. Army says that having someone on your team with a low IQ is worse than not having a person at all. They invariably screw up so bad. Oh, there's another thing too, and I don't know that I can remember this one. This one may be too hard for me to remember because I was demonstrating it to somebody before. So if we go back to everything and we just delete everything that we did here, and let's say you draw like a square, a quadrant, and then you draw, you know, a few more squares within the square. Basically, you have like 4 types of people that'll go on your team, and they move in, and there's like people that are outliers in one part. Let's make this a different color. And then we'll draw another square down here, another square down here, and you have draw another square in here. So you got 4 squares, right? There's people up here, and these people don't understand, they're inept, okay? They don't understand. They're inept. They're bad at their job. They don't understand. And they think that they're good at their job if they're up here in this square. That's a problem for you and your team, right? If they don't understand that what they're doing is wrong, this is a major issue for you. And then you have people that are cunning and they're clever and they lie and they know they lie. They know they lie. They manipulate people. They might be really good at their job, right? And you could keep them on your team, actually. If you know that they lie, you can keep them on the team. Okay? These two people might seem like, and if you understand, if I asked you and I said, which one of these two people do you want to keep on your team? You might say, I want to get rid of the liar. But the thing is, if you know that somebody on your team is a liar, keep them on your team. Just understand that most of the stuff they're saying is lying. And then don't always call them out on it. This, yeah, somebody was saying the dangerousness, this really is the most dangerous person on your team. That's an interesting one, too, to fathom. And I'm trying to learn this kind of stuff and trying to learn leadership. I don't know why. Steven, put another log in the fireplace. Stacy Lewis says, I'm not listening. I know some Obama people, especially in Kenya, that are not a fan of Obama anymore. He's too busy writing footnotes on our chart. Well, I mean, Stacy, I'm trying to have, I don't know, I'm just trying to enjoy myself. Steven, what if they lied to you about finances on your trading team? I don't know how they could lie to me about finances I don't have a few things. I don't have a trading team. I just have a trading account, and the numbers don't really lie. I mean, the chart goes up, the chart goes down. So I don't know about that. I'm not sure what you mean about that, Stacy. I don't have a team, so to speak. I have a partner in business. We incorporated an LLC today, so that was fun. I drew up everything. I used ChatGPT and stuff like that, so that was fun. It's weird how IQ scores go up to 300. Do they go up to 3? I guess probably. I don't know anything about that. I have a low IQ. Zach, that goes for any type of teamwork. It's more complicated than just an average task. What is Zach saying? Yeah, but yeah, the U.S. Army, they won't employ people with an 80 IQ. But you know, for an 80 IQ, you can always get a job driving truck, transportation. You're talking about it on your chart to keep the liar and get rid of the inept worker. Only if you know that they're lying to you. And then that's like a management thing. There's a whole complicated video, and I wish I knew where it was. I wish I had bookmarked it. It's a really good video. I should find it and listen to it again. But we only got 103 people on. What do you guys want to talk about? How was your day today? Waiting for crypto to max out around March, April. Why do you think it's going to max out in March and April? That's interesting. I think I could train the inept worker better and then get rid of the liar. There are certain things, though, Stacy, that certain people in the population are simply never going to be that good at. The way people work and the way their brains work, some people are... I mean, it's funny because if you ran IQ tests and you looked at things like spatial awareness and you looked at things like mathematics, you looked at different things, different populations from different parts of the world actually score higher or lower on different things. People from like the Middle East score really, really well on linguistic fluidity and things like this, and people from Africa score differently in different categories. And, you know, at risk of somebody trying to cancel me, I would never say that one race has a higher IQ than other races, but there is a reason why certain people from certain genealogical backgrounds have certain types of higher percentages in types of work. But IQ is multifaceted, right? And language learning is funny. If you listen to Ray Kurzweil, he's a futurist that works with Google now. He demonstrates language learning as the capacity to learn languages is limited. Like it's like having a baker's rack, and you can cram only so much into it, and then you get to a limit. And he said some people are actually genetically blessed with the ability to literally forget things and learn new things. And it's interesting. Spring has been good to crypto in general for the past 4 years. Also around this time in the past, but I think crypto will start picking up. You can't time the markets that way, Sep. It's almost impossible. You can't say spring is this is that. It just doesn't work that way. I mean, you know, like for real, dude. I mean, what if we had a black swan event in the springtime? I mean, what if, and I really hope and I really doubt it's true because I'm a conservative person, as you know, but what if this whole like whatever flu they're putting out, what if it's real? Like, what if it's actual legit this time? What if? Like, there's too many what ifs. What if a dirty bomb goes off in downtown Tel Aviv, like a nuclear warhead? What if, you know, Trump can't get Putin and Zelensky to be on good terms and Russia loads up another nuclear warhead? I mean, there's too many things, man. How do you relate IQ whereupon millions of people each year will gamble in Vegas, and even though they know these games are rigged against them? Serious question. How do I relate IQ and whereupon millions of people each year gamble in Vegas, even though they know these games are rigged against them? Serious question. I think it's the same way that people have too much greed and they're driven by greed and lust to do dumb things, stupid, irrational, silly things that they shouldn't do. But it's because they get a certain type of dopamine rush by doing that thing. And they were taught it's risky to gamble, but what if I win? And the casinos have certain psychological ways to train you to spend your money, even though you might not want to spend your money. I think they come here with the intention to throw that money away. It's risk capital. So I think there's a difference between somebody who knows better and they have the knowing and doing gap. It's in the Bible. There's a part, and I can't remember the scripture. I think it was Peter who said something to the effect of, woe is my life because I know what I should do, and I know, but I don't do what I should do, and I do what I know I should not do. I don't know. I'm a Capricorn, if that matters. I don't know that that matters. So what you're saying is the person that lies in this scenario has a high IQ, but you can't train or teach the inept worker. What I'm saying is, like, if you put me into a mathematics, I can't do mathematics sufficiently enough to keep up with your quota. So you can try to retrain me all you want, but it's probably not going to help you and your team. I'm just not that good at it, and I'm going to be the linchpin that is going to cause your team to not do all that well, if that makes sense. So, how was your day today, by the way? What did you guys do the second to last day of 2025? I traded this morning. I traded 4 accounts, actually. It was a weird day. Do you feel your life is now more exciting now that you have entered a trading arena? No, I think it's actually way more boring. I think my life is incredibly boring now. I think that if things keep up as it is, I'm going to have to find time to fill. Like, I have time. I need to find things to fill the time. My house can't get any cleaner than it is at all, period. Like, it can't, because I can be on top of it now because, and like, let's make no lie about it. I have to go back to my advertising job come first week of January because I'm not in a position to quit my job. Like, if I take a cash out, it's like $2,000 for whatever it's worth. I would certainly suck at math also, right? So that's what I'm saying. So I traded 4 accounts today. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. Is that EST or PST? Post-traumatic stress. Day trader mentality. What is the day trader mentality? Your house looks plenty clean from here. Yes, it's the gorgeous house. Anyways, why are you yelling at me, Trisha? Don't yell at me. I'm in the stream right now. Streaming. Come in. Okay, anyways. What is the day trader mentality? Or, no, the day, but I'm in Jersey right now until Friday. Oh, EST, okay. No, it's just, nobody's chatting back with me. I wish that when I asked copyright what he means, copyright he's probably multitasking in 100 different windows or something like that. Is this the address I can send you something for your birthday, My Vegas Magazine, 10115 West Twain Ave, number 110? Yeah, that one works just fine. That's my company, though. They'll take it for now. They absolutely will. The day trader mentality thing is that I'm thinking the Apex is so bad. Oh my gosh, she's texting me. I can't deal with it. I love her to death. That's Trisha, and I keep telling her I'm streaming, and she keeps texting me, and I don't like letting people hang. The day trader mentality is that I go in small, and I try to make it out fast. I don't want to be day trading past 8 in the morning. That's ridiculous. The markets tend to slow down later on in the day. You can't really trade that stuff, so that's what it is. But we need some comments in this chat. Come on, we got 124 people, 80 likes. And if you guys want to make a comment, I'll talk to you about it. Ask me a question about something, about anything. It can be about Vegas. It can be about other stuff. I know Trading Tribe is here. Do Do you believe the Warner Brothers Studios announcement will create an eventual Hollywood rush to Vegas? Not unless they get free money. Not unless they get free money from the government. It's copyright. I still don't know what day trader mentality is. You know what most day trader mentality is? Gambling. It's gambling. It's gambling. It's what's my ultimate monetary goal? I don't even want to share that. If I share that here, the people will hate me. But I would like to make, if it's at all possible, God willing, He will let me. I would like to finally invest some money in some things, and I would like to have some sources of income where we don't have to stress anymore. And I do have a number in my head. Steve Six is here. Year-end time, I reflect on my finances. I have a net worth financial spreadsheet that I track monthly. This helps me as I target I need for retirement. I think you will help you. Yeah, I mean, we're putting on our oxygen mask here. We're trying to scrape, $500 a day out of the markets. I've been pretty good at that, thankfully, but I still have like another 100 days to go before I can prove that it's actually tenable. Trading Tribe is here. This is my trading mentor. Her name is Trisha. She's on the East Coast of the United States. Did you hear about O'Leary's investment in the AI facility in the MD of Greenview? It's been a 10-year overnight excitement. Are you talking about Kevin O'Leary and AI? That guy will put his name next to anything. You want to know why I'm not a big Kevin O'Leary fan? Do I keep my Bitcoin at a brokerage account or cold storage device? Right now, I hardly own any Bitcoin. So when you own Bitcoin, it comes in, you have several options. You can do it on a level 1 exchange. Level 1 exchanges are things like Kraken and Crypto.com and Coinbase, which you've no doubt heard of. But if you own Bitcoin, you should always move it to either an off network like MetaMask, MetaMask. That's more safe than Coinbase, which can be subject to hacks. And also, a company like Coinbase could go insolvent. Like, I know it doesn't seem likely because they're hosted on the New York Stock Exchange and what have you, but think about it this way. I can't remember the company. It was a few years back, but somebody just suddenly moved all their Ethereum out of their wallet on that company, and it caused a run on all of their customers. They all said, wait a minute, because it's blockchain and we could see that somebody moved 1 million Ethereum out of this account or something absurd like that. Then everybody wanted to move their Ethereum out of the account. Before you knew it, the whole thing was upside down. So cold storage wallets are like little USB drives. Basically, it's a hard drive with some security features, and you can move your crypto off of it and stick it in a vault, and it might have a seed phrase, which is like 12 random words. Don't ever lose those words, because now you're the jerk that was locked out of his entire account. But I don't own enough Bitcoin to really worry about that stuff. And then Trading Tribe, you bought the one that I sent to you. Okay. What trading books have you read thus far to build your success? Only 2. I read Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogard. He's a big money trader. Like, he trades 250,000 British pounds at a time. And then I also read Trading in the Zone by, can't remember his name, but Trading in the Zone. And I've read those like 3 times. Is it snowing in Vegas? No, this is all just Hollywood nonsense. Who runs physical Bitcoin ATM machines you see in gas stations? I don't know who runs them, but I've never seen a single person ever use one. Do you think silver will go back up soon after tea is in? Pay de fou. Are you talking about that tea, or who are you talking about? Do I think silver will go up? I don't know. Let's see. Well, I don't even know what the chart for silver is. Let's see what it is. Silver Crest Metals. Does anybody know the ticker for silver? Oh, Silver Futures. It's SI. Of course it is. So this is silver right now. Wow, silver. Wow, silver. Whoa, no love for silver. This is a very small chart, though. Let's see what it's doing here. Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not giving you advice what to buy or sell, but it's almost recovered 50% of what it was doing back here. So it started to drop in April. This is 1 month. So this is a really long time frame. If we look at it weekly, you can see it's not too bad on a weekly chart. But I don't know. I mean, if you're asking me if a precious metal is going to go through the moon, I think what will end up happening is that if the price, if inflation doesn't get under control, And I was posting on our Discord about this, actually. And I was posting, hey, hello, what are you doing to me? I was posting about this on Discord today. We have a Discord account and server. I think if this chart, which is the 10-year Fed rate backed yield, if this continues to go up, because you can see it was further down, when this goes up, precious metals go up, right? So when this goes up, stocks go down, precious metals tend to go up. So you can see gold. Gold is in a nice pattern going up too. But silver is silver. I don't know anything about silver. I would never trade silver. I've heard people that do well with it, but it's not me. I don't know what it's all about. I thought this was Vegas chat and we were looking at metal spot rates. No, Andy, this is whatever chat. You should read the title. It says year-end chat, stocks, Vegas, whatever. It's a green screen, yes. What brought you to TradingView and versus other platforms? I don't know. TradingView is easy to use, and I'm sure there's a million other platforms that are way more expensive. TradingView is kind of trash. Who runs physical Bitcoin? Mr. T for president? A pity to fool? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, so I don't know if silver is going to go up, honestly. I mean, you could always look at that monthly chart and try to buy long. But I think like that stuff, I would never try to trade it on a futures market or anything like that. You know, you could always just try to go into it and, you know, go long on silver. It's probably going to go up. It's funny because this guy that I have as a client, he was one of the original Apple founders, like, believe it or not. What's his name again? I can't remember his name. That's terrible. Ronald G. Wayne. Ronald G. Wayne is like this financial genius, and he is convinced that there will never be a gold standard, but there will be a silver standard, which is really bizarre. Would you like to become a full-time trader? That's the plan, brother. That's the plan, become a full-time trader. But there's multiple different ways to become a full-time trader. If you're utilizing prop firms, for example, you don't necessarily have, if you have enough leverage and all that kind of stuff. If you guys are interested in that, we can chat about that for a little bit. What's up, Paul? Merry New Year and a happy Christmas to you. Steven, do you use a platform that is not metadata? MetaTrader? Are you talking about MetaTrader like MT5 and stuff like that? I don't use MetaTrader, if that's what you mean. That is a bizarre considering we were a gold standard before the petrodollar. Correct, we were, but he has his reasons. He has a book. I don't know. I talked to him. He likes to talk. He's in his 80s. This guy, he's older, and a lot of older folks likes to talk. And we talked for like an hour and a half, and everything he said was so far over my head, I couldn't understand most of it. TradingView is also MetaTrader. Okay, so no, you can load MetaTrader into TradingView and use the TradingView chart. I don't use that chart. I use TradingView for like charting and stuff, but I use TopStep as a platform. It's a prop firm. You can trade on that platform. But yeah, and I could show you more trading stuff if you want. I mean, people think I'm gambling. Ronald G. Wayne, original one of three Apple Finder, is an interesting story. Sold basically a few years. He sold a few weeks after Apple started, actually. He was very nervous about it. Can you elaborate more on Kevin O'Leary? Okay, so Kevin O'Leary, I don't know what his net worth is. It's a lot, and he's Canadian, and he's very good at running and building businesses, but I got a problem with Kevin O'Leary. What is my view on the energy sector? I don't have a view on the energy sector, boss, because I don't know anything about it, brother. Palladium is down 67% from its all-time high. I don't know what that is. I know NASDAQ futures, and I know the Magnificent Seven companies. We can chat about whatever, though, and I'll try to be smart on it, but I will tell you, don't take advice from YouTubers. Kevin O'Leary is all in on crypto now. He is so in on crypto, it's not even funny. But he was not in on crypto until FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, offered him a lot of money to talk about how great crypto is. So Kevin O'Leary will do anything for money. He had an account on Cameo, okay, Cameo, and he'll be like, for $1,500, he'll say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to your grandma. He doesn't care. He just wants your money. So Kevin O'Leary was quoted as saying a few years ago that he doesn't buy into crypto because Bitcoin is not regulated by the government. And he actually made a really good point. He said that the federal government at any point could outlaw crypto and accounting practices. Now, I don't know much about it, but I do know that Wall Street companies do put crypto into their financials using something called GAAP practices, which is like an accounting standard. But you don't know they're doing it, and they're not doing it en masse. But he's saying, I would never do that. And then Sam Bankman-Fried comes along, pays him a bunch of money, and he's all about crypto all of a sudden, right? Because he's getting paid to be a pitch man, just like he is on Cameo, say whatever you want, right? And then Sam Bankman-Fried destroys people's financial lives, ruins them, wipes them out. And now Kevin O'Leary is all about crypto because he saw that there was an opportunity in the market to make some money that way. I think he's a highly intelligent person, but I also don't think he's a very ethical person. And when somebody's not ethical, I don't want to have anything to do with them. That's just my take on it. So that's what I mean. And now look, Shaquille O'Neal, he's like, hey man, icy hot. Papa John's. I think he's a shareholder in Papa John's, but at least he's not like telling you to buy stuff that can wipe you out. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Kevin O'Leary is Lebanese, Druze on his mother's side. That means nothing to me, his ethnicity, because it just doesn't. They do it to invest other stocks and assets. Chat about Carter. I don't know enough about Jimmy Carter. I don't know enough about Jimmy Carter. I was not alive in the 70s. Jordan Belfort will also chase the dollar. Jordan Belfort is a con man. Jordan Belfort's a very good salesperson. Jordan Belfort has a very interesting story. If you don't know who Jordan Belfort is, he was the Wolf of Wall Street back in the day. He basically did pump and dump schemes to make a ton of money and ended up going to jail for it. Michael Saylor was also not in on Bitcoin. Then after researching, he pivoted MicroStrategy company as a Bitcoin investor. Yeah, but he's a Bitcoin maximalist. And so you got to be careful when you're a Bitcoin maximalist, if you're a dollar maximalist, if you're a stocks maximalist, because here's the problem. When somebody is only in on one particular asset, that means that they're more interested in selling you on the idea so you can buy into their strategy. And that's good. And you know, he's got a lot of good information. He's a very smart guy. I think Michael Saylor is sincere, but I also think that if people don't go all in on Bitcoin, he is going to lose the most money in the history of anything ever because of how leveraged he is into Bitcoin. Does that make sense? Met many years ago, Michael Milken. MicroStrategy went to the moon. I missed the boat. Too much sauce on Papa's Shack pizza. I haven't had pizza or carbs in like 4 months. It's crazy. But that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I can show you what I do on the charts if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. Because we have just our closest audience members here for the most part. So if you guys have ever wondered, I can flip into that screen and kind of show you what I'm doing. And so you guys can understand that I'm not going in with my own money. I don't take $2,000 or $10,000 of my own money and throw it at a thing. We use prop firms. Meet Kevin, ETF pricing power down. Meet Kevin is another guy. Meet Kevin is a fantastic marketer. Grant Cardone is great at marketing. Uncle Grant, how you doing? I'm Uncle Grant. You guys want to buy this? Yeah, I'm going to call you 15 times. I'm from Louisiana. Like Grant Cardone used to be a drug addict. Now he's a Scientologist. And Grant Cardone will put you on a call list and call you until you ask to be off the call list. And then you change your phone number. And somehow they find your phone number. They keep calling you. And is he a good salesperson? No. But is he a good marketer? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And he took advantage. He took advantage of a down market in 2008, and he leveraged a bunch of money like Robert Kiyosaki, who's another person that people hate, but I don't think Robert Kiyosaki is anything but really smart at running debt and making money off of debt. But, you know, these guys are mostly garbage. What's up, Flaming Mo? How you doing, brother? Michael Milken, Finance Steve Wynn. I didn't know that. I read The Predator's Ball. That was a really interesting book, Junk Bonds. I might read that. Me, Kevin, a clickbait king and doomsday YouTuber. He's always talking about fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The market's always crashing. He told everybody he wouldn't buy Tesla unless it goes under $100 on a live stream once, and now he owns a Cybertruck. We know that, Steven, you have the highest integrity. However, it seems that other Vegas YouTubers are clearly on the casino's payroll. Opinion, isn't this a complete conflict of interest? So Wall Street Warlord says, we know that I have integrity. However, it seems that other Vegas YouTubers are clearly in on the casino's payroll. Isn't a complete conflict of interest? I mean, we'll get to Montel, who asked me about trading people. And here's the thing, we don't know that they're in on the payroll. They might just have a lot of clout and a lot of followers, but they might be on the payroll, but we don't know. As a general rule, I mean, when you watch YouTubers, you got to understand they want to have a relationship with the casinos. It's the same reason why the news doesn't generally say that there was a shooting today at Caesar's Palace. Instead, they'll tell you that there was a shooting at a casino on the 3100 block of Las Vegas Boulevard. And then you find out it was Caesar's Palace. The casinos will block access to you. They don't want to have that happen. So I think that the influencers in Vegas are more worried about them losing access to even walking in the casino than anything else. But I don't know that they're 100% on the payroll. I don't know how they bankroll themselves. They may have investors for their slot channels. There's people that have gambling investors. They bankroll you. You come to Vegas, you play poker and stuff like that. So maybe that's what's going on. I have no idea. Sure, Norma gets paid to eat at casinos. Okay, well, maybe they do, but they have to disclose that. Now, it's a weird law, but when I upload a YouTube video on the back end of YouTube, there's a box that I need to check that says this, does this video contain any paid content or promotional items? And I have to check that box. And if I don't check that box, and YouTube uses their artificial intelligence to scan the video and suspects that I'm getting paid for the video, I could lose my YouTube channel. I could get a channel strike, and these are things that can happen. And these are things that I'm sure have happened in the past. It hasn't happened to a Vegas YouTuber yet, but I'm sure somebody will come out with an expose. I would prefer not to get punched in the face or have my tires slashed, so it probably won't be me that does it. Who is Norma? Norma Jelly is a very popular YouTuber. I've lost money on Vegas stocks, but made money off of sports gambling, so I'm basically breaking even. Fair enough. Steven, Oakland A's president flees sinking ship. It might have been all part of the plan to leave. It could have been that at a certain point he departs the company. What about Pompsy? I don't know, man. I don't watch those guys. Like, I just don't watch Vegas content. Somebody asked me who I watch on YouTube. I watch two channels on YouTube. One guy is named Scarface Trades. He's a young guy. I think he's in Canada. He's legit. He has legit nice cars, and he worked really hard, and he has legit strategies. And I also watch a guy named Oliver Velez. That's who we pattern all of our trading after with what I would help you with if you were with my Discord. Where would the NBA stadium go? It's going to go right behind the Rio. Right behind the Rio. They're going to tear down part of the convention area. Most influencers are clickbaiters nowadays. Your live streams are what Vegas viewers want. Maybe. I mean, Miles to Memory is not a clickbaiter. Jacob's Life in Vegas not a clickbaiter. They post updates. I don't think even Travel Ruby and Norma are clickbaiters, but maybe they're doing stuff that I don't see. My suggestions are full of politics, day trading, and Jesus Christ. That's the three things that pop up. Oh, and retro games. Lots of retro gaming stuff. How about, I don't know who Max Kaiser is. Do you see that Dave Portnoy lost $382,000 in sports betting? Bro, after what Barstool paid him, I think he can afford it. I guess, right? Where do you want to stream in Vegas in 2025? I don't want to stream in Vegas in 2025 as much, man. My body hurts. I walk 150 miles in the last month. It's painful. My feet are ragged and sore. I just look at which YouTubers got access to the large bowling room suite in one of the Vegas hotels, and you would know. Okay. Yeah, I AI generate the girls for thumbnails. How's the wife? She's, my gosh, can't drink water. She's doing good. You know, Marcus closed on January 9th. I didn't hear that. I never heard the markets close. The markets are global. That's crazy. How about a Laughlin stream? Hey, man, if I ever get a car that can drive to Laughlin, I'll go all the way down to Laughlin. We'll see how it goes. So now's the time. If I got 165 people, most of them are normal people. You can talk about any topic you want right now. If you guys want to talk about stocks and financials and you ask me about particular things, I can look it up on the chart. I can show you what I do on the chart if you guys want to see what I do. We can talk about, politics. We can talk about the new year coming up. It's up to you. Where is this cottage? It is a computer-generated thing, I'm sure. It's just a YouTube video that I'm streaming from the Firefox browser. How about those knights beating the flames? That was not surprising. But it is surprising to me, and I was wrong before the season started. I said I thought the Knights were going to be in the bottom of the of the Pacific Division, and they are on the top, or very close to the top of the league right now. That's good. We don't have any kids. We have a godson in the Philippines. We keep trying to help people out, but oftentimes when you try to help people out, they're not part of your plan. You make a plan for them. They don't want to follow through on it. So we've tried, man. I was surprised at January 9th for Jimmy Carter. If that's the truth, that's insane, and I am just blown away. What celebrities have you run into on the streets of Vegas? I can't remember, the wrestler once, and that's it, man. I met Slash from Guns N' Roses and Weird Al Yankovic. Not a lot of celebrities, dude. Hamilton Bulldogs. The Hamilton Bulldogs. I thought it was the Niagara Ice Dogs or something like that. Yeah, no, this is totally a green screen. It's 100% a green screen. Are you kidding me? Look, I mean, I can show you that. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see. Let's go to filters. Green screen, green screen. Ooh, how cool is that? Yeah. Casino Royale be imploded in 2025. It's a possibility. I mean, they had that thing to explore. They had a county clearance to explore building a big tower there, but they didn't have the money. So unless interest rates go down, which I don't suspect they're going to go down. Why don't you metal detect? You can find gold. Because it takes a lot of time and it's not as profitable as what I'm learning to do on the markets. What are my chart programs on the black background? That's just TradingView. If you guys are interested in TradingView, let's show you that right now because somebody's asking. So this is TradingView. It's kind of like the standard charting program for regular retail traders in a lot of cases. TradingView, you can have multiple charts open. It really, I mean, it depends. I have the basic plan. You can do paper trading in TradingView. So for example, this is the S&P 500 futures. Turn it to 2 minutes, reset my chart, and then we can actually see what we're looking at here. So this is TradingView. You can practice trade if you want to. So I can execute trades in here. You can load brokers into it too, but I don't use it for that. But yeah, you can buy and sell, and you can add all sorts of things to it. It's got a pretty robust set of things like indicators, and it's a complete charting package that's pretty darn advanced. So if you're curious in that, then I can post an affiliate link up into the chats. And if you buy into it, it's like $12.90 a month for the $12.95 for the basic plan, and then it's like that's if you do it annually. If you do it month to month like me, it's $14.95. I might downgrade my plan to basic. I don't need more than basic. This is right now not anything that I would buy because the red line is below the blue line, and well, you could sell here. Let me see. I'll put on a fake trade. Why not? Let's see what this does though. If I go from the top to the bottom, that's about a 45-degree line. So yeah, you could always sell this if you wanted to. It doesn't make sense to trade at night, but that's TradingView. And if you're interested, I can post an affiliate link in the comment below. Right place, right time. Let's see here. What will surprise you in Vegas in 2025? If they ever break ground on the actual stadium they're building for the Athletics, that would blow me away. We are finding that since our original mega investment in Vegas casinos in 2007, people, visitors, guests, and gamblers don't dress elegantly anymore in the evenings. It's cultural. There's a definitive cultural shift that's happening because we have lost the... I don't know, we've lost it somewhere. I don't even dress as nice as I should dress. But they don't because they don't have standards, because a lot of the young people worship the cult of celebrity as opposed to worshiping Jesus, and they watch the most abhorrent, horrible stuff where people dress trashy and they think that that's acceptable. And because the media says it's acceptable, it becomes acceptable in Vegas. 50 Cent's Las Vegas residency at Planet Hollywood blasted as the worst show ever to hit Sin City, only 85 minutes, and he never interacts with the audience. I mean, has he always been that way? Did you kind of know what you were going to get? I don't know. Let's see here. People used to dress up to go on planes or go to football games. That's because, those were like special. Now they become commodities. Like people used to treat their phone, their smartphone, like it was gold because it cost $500 to buy it, and you had to be with AT&T and buy a specific data plan for the iPhone. Now you see people that treat their phone like garbage. It sounds like a good deal at $12.90 a month. I think it is. I kind of rely on it on this. Just to give you an idea, like, I'm looking at this chart, and if I'm looking at this chart, I can tell in TradingView in a second that there's a specific setup that's forming right here that I would look for. This red line, which is called the 20 EMA. Oh, I already have it up here. It's 45, almost 45 degrees at a down angle. I'm looking at my indicators. I know for a fact that if this goes up to this red line and then shoots back down past the last green one, I could probably make some money off of it. And then I have some other stuff like these are support and resistance indicators, so I know that the stock will probably bounce off of it if it goes down and come back up. And I mean, I use it extensively, but if you're here, I'll post an affiliate link if you're at all interested in trying it out. Let me do that right now. And then you'd make some money for the channel, so that'd be cool. Tradingview.com. Let's see here. Steve Jobs started the dress down with his jeans and black t-shirt. I don't know if that's necessarily 100% true, but I'm sure that he did popularize it and he got that chill kind of culture. Who's that in the window? Nobody in the window, brother. Just me. How much is that doggy in the window? I saw a Far Side comic and it was gross. It was a pane glass window that fell and killed a dog. And the person was looking at it and they said, how much is the window and the doggy? Can hard water in Vegas cause skin conditions? My friend from Colombia always complains about this. She works there. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. So Vegas has got really rich minerals in the water that come out of the water table, like lots of magnesium and potassium and calcium and stuff like that. But day trading can work, but you really need to be all in, no part-time. Oh my gosh, B. You're not even joking. Like, seriously? It really does. Like, I do it on a very, very short time frame. So I'm in and out within a few minutes. Is this not about like going in at 6:30 in the morning and getting out at 12 noon? It's not like that. Some nightlife restaurants there still have a dress code, I think, to be able to dine. Yeah, there's always going to be those kinds of restaurants. But I think what we're talking more about is like, the younger girls, they hit the casino floor wearing a bathing suit with a fishnet on top of it. Okay. Have you ever thought of building a YouTube marketing firm for the casinos? And in the old Steve Wynn style, you seem to have the talent. Not interested in working directly with the casinos. The casinos are going to want things like Fontainebleau. They posted up a job posting once, and it was for a social media director, and they wanted you to have a 4-year bachelor's degree in digital media studies. And I'm like, tell me what the university can teach me in 4 years that I can't find out in a year or 6 months. It just didn't make any sense. So that didn't make any sense. Yeah, that's extreme and violates the dress code of no shirt, no shoes. Well, Cosmopolitan years ago, they would put signs on the casino floor and they'd say proper attire required. Proper attire is not swimwear covered up by a mesh. A gambler got lucky on a video poker game with a rare hand at a Las Vegas casino. The player is $44,000 richer. The visitor sat at machine at Red Rock. Nice. What's my thoughts on diversification and perhaps going long on certain stocks in addition to the day trading? I don't even know. Well, here, let me show you something. I'm just going to show you this real fast. Just bear with me here, okay? I'm going to turn my head away because I have 2 monitors and my camera's over here and this monitor's over there. So basically it's going to be like this, right? Let's say you start the morning out. We'll switch this over to what I actually trade, which is the NASDAQ chart. this is how this goes. I'm going to do something here. It's called backtesting. So I'm basically going to like replay the start of today in the morning. 4, 5, 6:30. Okay, this is all I do. And this is something that I learned that pretty much anybody can learn, okay? So I'm going to start the chart over right here. So what I did was I just locked it into time. I'm not on a real live chart right now. So the bars aren't going to move till I do something, okay? So I'm going to click on, I got the paper trading up, right? I'm just going to go forward a bar, pretend the bars are forming in real time, okay? What you need to see here is that we have, and I don't know that it's going to draw on the screen. Is it going to draw? Yes, it is. Good. So we have this red line right here. I'm just showing you what I do so you understand this. This red line here is called the 20. It's an essential moving average. These are 2-minute bars. It's going to look at the last 40 minutes of bars and it's going to tell me what direction it's going in. We have a white line, that's the 8. It's the last 16 minutes that's just averaged it out. Way up here, we have a blue line. My screen is lagging so bad, it's almost not usable. Way up here, we have a blue line. This is called the 200. Now, I know a few things immediately by looking at this. I know that there's a huge gap in between these. I know that this is pointed way down on like even more than a 45-degree angle. I know that there's way more red bars that are here than green bars. I know the red bars are pretty big. Pre-market, everybody's getting ready at 5:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to wait around after 6:30 in the morning when the market's officially open, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to see if a big thing happens. See that? That's a big thing. It went down. And then it went right back up in the same 2 minutes. There's another big thing, right? And at that point, you can sell right there, okay? Now, I would have sold a little bit higher up, but that's not how bar replay works, okay? I would have seen this bar forming and inching itself up and down the entire time. And then you go there, and look, it's $485. And at that point, when it went down to $485, let's go down to where the screen ends. See that? It goes down to $485. I'm done. I'm finished. I don't have to do anything else. If I wait around and it goes back up, that's one thing. But at this point down here, when I saw my, what's called a UPL, unrealized profit and loss, when I saw that get to $485, I exited. I'm finished. How long did that take? That took as many minutes as it took. 6:30, 6:34. That's it. That's what I looked for. I looked for that big fat bar that was shooting off of that red line. Because why? Because it was a big fat and long bar, and it was red line pointing down. And there was more red than greens, and this red that formed right here, it was really big, and it happened to take out, really big shoe. It happened to take out this bar right here. That's it. That's it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. If I stayed in it, you know, let's see what it does. Oh, look at that. It goes a ridiculous amount. Okay, so let's say you buy into that right here. It's $800, and I don't even have the nerve to stay in it. I would have gotten out. I would have gotten out right here. That's it. And then what do? You sit around, scratch your butt, do nothing, go read a book, go watch a YouTube video, and you can see what it's going to do. Watch this. Watch this. Make you a bet. I bet you, and I don't know what happened after that. I bet you that if this goes below this pink line, that we buy back in, it's going to make some kind of money happen. Let's draw a pink line right here. And then let's go out of this. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, there you go. You see what I mean? Because I know that when this red bar overtakes this green that went up, it's back to business. So there's another $500. It's not gambling. My most risk is $200 because I'm using a prop firm. And that's it. So you guys know that's what I'm doing. Anyways, Figo, thank you so much, brother. That is so generous of you, my man. Look at you, man. I'm going to heart that because I can do that. I'm on a desktop. I'm going to like that one. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Wish the real classy Jubilee showgirl would return back to Vegas. Current headliners are boring. Yeah, I wish those shows would come back too. I don't think I ever saw Jubilee. I only day trade with level 2 quotes. Oh, ooh la la. I don't even know what that means. I remember the lion guys who put attacked by the lion, Siegfried and Roy. Benjamin per minute. I don't know. It's not a living yet. I'm not a master at it. I'm just maybe very lucky. I don't know. Make a new Phantom of the Opera. You know, that would be kind of cool. I miss Broadway shows on the Strip. If you could create a new themed hotel in Vegas, what theme would it be? Game of Thrones. Anyways, nobody's paying attention to what I just showed you. No one has comments on the day trading stuff, which is fine. But that's all I do. I just go in there and I just like look for that big thing in one direction or the other, and I short it, and then I'm finished. And that's it. And you can learn that, but it's the psychological stuff you got to learn. It's walking away from it, not going, I can just make a little bit more. No, you're probably not going to make more. You're probably going to lose your money, and then you're holding on to your loss too long, and you're not cutting out of your win. But that's what I do in the mornings, and that's what my training mentor Trisha, who I'm sure left the chat already, because she has a life and a family, did. What will the stock market do next year? I think we are going into a pretty much a bear cycle. I think that we are going to see the stock market dip for a little bit before it gets better. Are those exponential moving averages? They're EMAs, bro, but you can use whatever you want. Tommy Getting Made is actually in our Discord server. You can use whatever you want. You can use SMAs, you can use EMAs. Just use something. Use an MA. That's it. Use a moving average. Just do you. But yeah, you can do whatever you want on those. It's your personal preference and choice. Just make sure you have all three. You have an 8, a 20, and a 200. Those are the only three that you really need. Anything else you put on the chart starts to look like spaghetti. But yeah, that's all. Yeah, you find E-Trade to be the best. Okay, so I don't know how E-Trade works. The way we do it, we use a prop firm. So once you paper trade for like 6 months to a year, and you can consistently do that. And then you can go in and you can hold on to your money. You don't chase it and lose it. Then you move to a prop firm. Have you ever applied to be an actor in any of the many shows? Nah, they don't want somebody like me, dude. They want pretty nice people, nice looking folks. But that's it. If you could create a new themed resort, like I say, Game of Thrones, I think that would be awesome. Sensational freshies. You know, that'd be fun. But we don't got a lot of chats. We got 145 viewers. I do have to get up in the morning, so I'm willing to chat with you guys a little bit more if you guys want to, and that would be good. Oh, the likes almost hit the concurrent viewers. That's scary. It means I don't have a lot of concurrent viewers, but that's okay. We'll be out tomorrow streaming the Las Vegas Strip on New Year's Eve, of course, and then we have a VIP invite to go over to Ellis Island and see the fireworks from the roof. Gordon Ramsay says he has the 3 new restaurants planned for Vegas. There's going to be too many, man. Too many. Extras get scale, right? I think. Or do they have to be in the Screen Actors Guild to get scale? There's like minimum wages for extras and stuff like that, but I'm not too interested in that. Movie productions are notoriously slow moving and don't exactly have a lot of fluidity. So Cash App Sensational Freshie sent $1 for saying my name. I was seeing it on my watch. Thank you so much, Sensational Freshies. You're a sweetheart. I know a guy who helps support his family day trading all day long while he watches his 2 young sons while his wife works. I feel sort of bad for the kids because he gets really engrossed. I can't do it on the phone. I can't do it with a YouTube video running in the background. I can't do it with anything except for me. And like my wife knows not to text me or talk to me during that time. It's nothing personal. Were you near the Strip? No, I was at home in Vegas during the Mandalay Bay incident, the Route 91 Harvest Festival. The wife was overseas then, and she called me and said, "So there was a shooting at the Mandalay Bay or the Luxor or something." And I was like, okay, because there was a shooting just a few weeks prior, but it was in a parking garage, and it was like an employee fighting with another employee. And but you know, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, and I woke up and I had anxiety all night. And I was working on the Strip the next day, and I went to the Strip and I was working timeshare, and I literally said, "Hey, you guys want to do a timeshare tour to forget about the horrible things that you're thinking of? I'll pay $100 on a Visa card." And it worked. And it worked. I was being honest, brutally honest, because I didn't want to be out there, but I had to be out there. Do I look sad? I'm a little sad tonight. Are you kidding me? Yeah, year end, man. I have so many things to be grateful for, but I'm a human being too, and I got feelings and stuff like that. And I've been letting my anxiety get really up, and I'm picking at my fingers with a nail cutter right now, and you can't see that because it's really gross. 2 days ago, teen accused of shooting father during argument in Northwest. Dude, that's every other day, man. You just go to the Review Journal, and there's like a horrible incident every other day in this town. I don't even know what's happening with the moral fabric of society, if I'm being honest. Stock market will go up, up, up the next 4 years, and then after those 4 years, probably down. Dude, that's not how it works. You guys are, I mean, I'm MAGA too, but, you know, Trump doesn't have a magic wand. He's not gonna solve everything, dog. There's too many things. Crypto goes up in the spring. Says who? Says who? I could probably find lots of evidence of it not going up in the spring. When you look at a chart, dig in the background. Thanks so much, that girl Pam. Oops, ooh, geez, what did I just do? When you look at a financial chart, pardon me. When you look at a financial chart, it runs in cycles. Even on a 2-minute chart, it's going to run in little mini cycles. But when you zoom out on the time frames, like you go to a weekly chart, for example, this is the NASDAQ on a weekly chart. I don't know if you guys notice like a trend here, but you'll notice that it runs in waves and it runs up. Oh man, what did I just do? I don't want an arrow. Go away, arrow. I never wanted you to begin with. And what it does is it runs like this. Now it might run up higher, but it's always going to run like this. And it's got a 1 and it's got a 2, and I have such a delay, it's hard to write. You got a 3 and you got a 4. And then you have a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And every single stock index does this. I don't know if it's just math. I don't know. The 3 is here and the 4 is down here and the 1. So you can just kind of like time this out. It's not really all that hard. And when you look at it and you look at the peaks and the valleys, you can see, and this is what I was putting up on our Discord today, on our Discord that we have. I said it looks like here, if we're being honest with ourselves, it looks like we're hitting into like a little peak where it's going to correct itself. Now, we don't know how it's going to correct itself. I mean, that's one option. Another option for correction can be a severe correction. But I also timed this out, and I can tell you that on average, it corrects itself for about 120 days, 115 days, I think I wrote on the last video I made over there. I did a video on this much more in depth. And also, the distance between this red line and the top of where it starts to go down in this direction is also about 1,500 points gap. And I got there by just simply looking at all the other points, like this point right here, this point right here, and then we measure the time and the distance, and we can say, okay, so we're due for a correction based on the last year and a half, last 2 years. So that's the kind of stuff that fascinates me. Might be boring as paint drying to you, who knows. Dig in the background, new hotel theme there, hopefully Vice President runs. Love your background, it makes you feel better. You are the highlight of our day. Oh, that's terrible. You need to join a church. Peaks and valleys. Tell us about the most amazing jet set scene in Vegas. I don't have any experience in the jet set scene in Vegas. Sometimes I go down from the Vegas sign and put my hands up on the fence and look at all the corporate jets. I once saw the owner of the Green Bay Packers jet down there. It had a Packers logo on it. And I typed in the tail number, and that was the Green Bay Packers owner's jet. Although the Green Bay Packers are owned by a collective, but you get my point. Do the Queen's Velvet theme. They did that. They did We Will Rock You, Stacy. They did We Will Rock You. It performed at the Paris. I think it was out there for like 2 years. It's all about peaks and valleys. Buy that stock in the valley when, yeah, and that's what it is, Yogi. And like, you know, if you want to go back to it, Yogi's saying if that's all it is, that's all it is. I don't buy call options, but Trish bought Target. She buys call options, I think, in Robinhood. So all she was doing was she was going to Target, right? You go to Target. You look at this chart right here, okay? See right here? This is a week, okay? This is 1 week, okay? This is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. So this represents 2 months of time, okay? So see how this goes below the red line? Below, but Target generally always goes up Well, she put a call in and she bought a call option and she watched it go up for a few weeks. And then she made some money on the call option. And you can do that with anything, even mighty Nvidia, that all you guys think is the best stock in the world. Even the mighty Nvidia does that. You know, in this case, it may not go below the red line, but there's a bit of a difference right here. And so when it goes like, you know, when it goes like this, that's when you want to buy into a call option on Nvidia or something and it goes up. I don't recommend you buy anything. I think most of you guys shouldn't be trading at all because it's tough and you're going to lose money that you don't have and you're going to blame me for it. Yeah, this is the time of the year is tough when family is on the other side of the world, sending positive vibes. Thank you, that girl, Pam. The U.S. economy is #1 GDP in the world. China's #2, and their economy is really bad. Real estate, business, trade, restaurants. How China affects the U.S. I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to go back to the chart for a minute because why not? Let me show you something, okay? So what I'm showing you over here is these companies that I have listed up here. There's a reason I have these companies listed up here, okay? So Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, and Alphabet. These companies are called the Magnificent Seven. There's 7 of them. They prop up the entire stock market for the most part. Like these are the biggest companies in the world essentially, right? And if these companies do poorly, everybody's going to do poorly. So in a way, if you understand how bonds and yields, and I don't understand it, I understand 1% out of 99%. But if you truly understand the way our government runs itself and how it makes money and how it prints money, then I get the feeling, I'm a hypochondriac, I have a thermometer. I have a feeling like if this was the world's sharpest pen, that the economy is this soap bubble that has just gently fallen on the world's sharpest pin, and it's just sitting there waiting for somebody to go, and then the whole thing is going to shatter. Because it's absurd. Run the numbers. Go to ChatGPT. Type in, what are the 7 biggest companies in the NASDAQ? It'll give you those companies. And then say, what's the combined total market cap of those companies? And then it'll tell you. And then you say, what is the total market cap of all the companies on the NASDAQ 100? And then you say, now do the math. What do those 7 companies compose of the entire market cap at the NASDAQ? And I can't remember, it's like staggering. It's like 30% of all of the value of the entire index is in those 7 companies. That's pretty much a tinderbox. How long did it take me to learn stuff? I started with day trading futures with having no idea I didn't even know what the futures market was. I had to go to Google and type in, what is the futures market? What is the CME? I didn't know. And that was April 14th. And so then I studied, and I probably did like 4 or 5 hours a day of this stuff, maybe sometimes longer, every day since then. Let's see here. The U.S. economy, #1 GDP. I have been day trading since the 90s. Best time to have bought stocks was in the 2009 during the months of the Great Recession. Could be, but also like Amazon, eBay, late 90s, early 2000s was good too. What are the names of the Magnificent Seven? Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, and Alphabet, which is also Google, but they changed their name to Alphabet, and it still trades as Google. It seems day trading doesn't depend on the value of the company. Do you prefer more volatile stocks as opposed to slow movers like Walmart? Well, Paul, I don't trade individual stocks because I don't want to trade on leverage. So what that means is that if you trade on leverage, let me show you. It's hard to explain, but this is okay. So we're looking at an individual stock right now. This is Nvidia. The value of Nvidia, when this chart printed here, and its market's closed right now, the value of Nvidia is $137.49, right? So what does that mean? That means that if you wanted to trade Nvidia and you hope it goes up 10 cents and you bought 1 share and it goes up 10 cents, you made 10 cents. But if you want to make big money, you got to buy 100 shares, right? So if it's $137.49 and you want to buy 100 shares of that, then you need to have $13,749. Most people don't have $13,749. So what they do is they run out and they put, $5,000 in, and then somebody will give them $25,000, like 5-to-1 leverage or something like that, right? And so then they trade with leverage, because here's why. Because if you're making 10 cents a share and the stock goes up and you have 100 shares that you're trading, then you made $10, right? So you better hope that stock goes up, or you better buy 1,000 shares and hope it goes up 10 cents a share, and then you can make $100 off that. So I don't trade this way. We trade in futures markets, and we use a prop firm, which is like the ultimate leverage on steroids. So when you trade the futures markets, you're not trading dollars and cents, you're trading kind of points, right? So take, for example, gold. Gold's a bad example because I can't remember off the top of my head what the point value is on gold. So we'll just go back to what I actually trade, which is NASDAQ. Now, in the NASDAQ, I can open up a position with a prop firm, and I can buy this green bar. And this green bar is worth points, right? So this green bar is worth... That can't be right. Why is that coming out that way? Oh, it's because I'm looking at a weekly chart. My bad. We'll look at a 2-minute chart. We'll find a green bar on the 2-minute chart. So here's a green bar on the 2-minute chart right down here. We'll take a look at this one. Come on, unlock. There you go. So this green bar right here is worth 36.25 points. 1 point on this chart is worth $20. So we go 20 times 30, nope, 20. See, I got a severe delay because my computer is lagging. So 20 times 36.25. So that green bar that happened in 2 minutes is worth $725. That's what I trade. I don't care about any other thing. I would win that green bar and then walk away from my computer. Say, I'm done. Made $725, took 2 minutes. But that's not typical. Most people don't know how to identify that bar. That bar is random. I would never have tried to do that anyways, because that's a stupid place to put a trade. But, that's what we do. So those are the 2 ways of trading. So when you hear people say that they're day trading Apple, that means that they have a huge leverage account, or they have a lot of money that they can throw around. But when you hear somebody say that they're day trading futures, they might be using leverage, or they might be using a prop firm. Prop firms will give you access to $50,000. You have to pass a test. If you guys are curious about this stuff, you can always join our Discord. I'll post a link in here. I just have to find it and post it in. And that's what we do, because we're crazy people. Yeah, Steven, you're gambling. I get it, man. I really appreciate that. That's okay. So we're going to use the copy button, and I'll post it up in here. Points and ticks, 2 separate things. Have you taken note of the very mysterious heavy hardware tarp covered transport going across the rails in Vegas in the middle of the night? No, I didn't see that. That's crazy, brother. I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. I go to bed at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock every night, wake up at 5 in the morning. But not seen that. That sounds scary. It seems day trading doesn't depend on the value. Okay, how many traders are building AI tools to learn and trade on their behalf? That's a good question. I keep getting this question. I had this question 3 times today from different various people. Okay, when it comes to AI and trading bots and all this kind of trash, the thing about it is that you go on Facebook, you're getting scammed. Almost unequivocally, you're getting scammed. They're not really using AI. They're just selling you a fancy piece of software called an indicator. It's not going to help you. And if it stops working, you're completely screwed anyways. If you know how to do this with your brain, like I'm learning, then you have a chance all the time, because that stuff hasn't changed for 100 years that I'm showing you. But when it comes to like AI stuff, they're going to rely on something called an application programming interface from a third party or from a website. So let's say, for example, the trading platform has an API. Maybe it's MetaTrader. And then you can link MetaTrader to TradingView. And that's how they communicate with each other back and forth. Like, so when you go to Facebook, log in on a website that isn't Facebook, they're using the API for Facebook. Now, if these trading platforms want to, they just have to change the API, and then the AI stops working. But the other thing is, if the AI worked all that well, why would they be selling it to you for $500? Why wouldn't they just be placing large bets in the market? I hate to use the term bets, but large trades in the markets, and then making $50,000 a day and then just calling it a day? It doesn't make any sense, right? I'm not really a morning person. I think night trading might be more for me. You can trade at night, Dana. Actually, you can. Some people are in your position, in your exact position. So if we look at the chart here, get rid of this thing. Get rid of this thing, delay in the chart. If you look at the chart here, you'll see that overnight, the chart does move. You know, when did this happen? This was at 6:30 in the morning, but this move right here was at midnight. That's because when it's midnight my time, it's 8 in the morning in London, England, and Europe is trading. This move here started at 6 a.m. So you can see that there are some moves. So yeah, you could be a nighttime trader. I think you were being funny, but you definitely can trade at night if you had to. I wouldn't recommend it. It's boring. Called the slow market. A man ordered a spaghetti with pesto sauce at Beauty in Essex. Let the staff know that he was allergic to shellfish. I think he died. Ooh, that sucks, man. I did a video on that. I thought it'd be interesting. People weren't all that interested in casino lawsuits. I ate at Fogo de Chao last year on, was it Valentine's Day maybe? And I got a rash on my whole entire body with like big, ugly hives all up and down. And it was the worst thing in the world. And I figured they'd probably just use shellfish. And then they served me with the thing, and it was terrible. It lasted weeks. I thought I was going to have to go to the doctor. YouTube's TV raising their prices to $84 a month. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. It's expensive. It used to be $29.95 when I started off with it years ago, YouTube TV. What's up, Michael from Canada? Sometimes the big moves overnight, sometimes very low volume. Yeah, nighttime trading blows. You need to have volatility. So I'd rather trade volatile markets because you're going to have large moves. Why not start an actual in-person monthly trader meetup at a Vegas venue restaurant? Because I'm an antisocial person. I know it sounds crazy. I don't know, maybe we'll do something. I mean, we're building out the Discord channel. Oh, it says hidden use copy button. Get out of here, Discord. You're the worst. I thought I posted it. Hidden use copy button. Copy. It's not posting it. Is it going to post hidden use? What a joke. That is hilariously bad. Discord is giving me the invite, but it's not the invite. And now I got to go to my Dropbox because I have the invite on Dropbox. Let me find that real fast and I'll post it in. Have you ever thought of being a travel agent with all your knowledge of Vegas? Nah, brother. There's so many people that get scammed. I mean, you might be in this, and if you are, God bless you. But there's so many people that get sucked into these work from home type things. You know, they're like, I'm a travel agent. Oh, you paid like $300 a year, you know, and it's like you pay $300 a year. You try to get other people to become a travel agent below you and all that kind of stuff. Travel agents are dead, bro. The only people that use travel agents are people in the UK and Europe. Older folks. We use a travel agent for the Philippines because they can always seem to find us the best deal somehow. But even then, man, when she's coming back, we're just going to book a flight on Google Flights and find the lowest price. Just get her here as fast as we possibly can. That's about it. Let's see here. TradeWiz. Ooh. I might try that. Anyways, you guys have been the best audience in the world, and I love you guys, and you guys are fantastic. Thank you, Jersey T, for supporting me. We're going to be back out tomorrow. I might go early, but then I got the dinner thing at 5 o'clock at Ellis Island that I got to be to. So that's that. Whatever happened to Salt Bay? He's still open. Salt Bay destroyed his reputation by running on the field at the World Cup of Soccer and forcing himself into images and photos he never belonged in. And people really didn't like him for that. I mean, bro, you can like destroy your reputation in a heartbeat, you know, and some stuff you can't go back on. That was the time for I can't remember who he photobombed, but Salt Bay. You can look it up. I think like Sunny V2 or somebody did a video on why everybody hates Salt Bay now. But it was very gimmicky for the time, and he had internet celebrity, and then he destroyed his internet celebrity by photobombing. Was it Ronaldo or something? Like these are men that work their whole lives to get to that level and win the World Cup, and then you're some a-hole that likes to go like this on salt and put gold on things and you photobomb them. It's not cool. Yeah, you can look it up. It's on, he ran on the field and he was forced to like do some half-assed apology, and because he's a mega egomaniac, Megan, I can't think of the words. See, you guys think I'm smart? I can't think of how my words, bro. But because he's a huge egomaniac, he just like couldn't even get a proper apology out. It was just hilariously bad. But we'll be out tomorrow, guys. If you guys are interested in the Discord, I posted it up twice. Go join the Discord, and then you guys can contact us. We have a series of videos. We also have a website that we made called elitetradermindset.com. Let me tell you how hard it was for me to register that domain. Megalomaniac. Thank you, Terrence. See, Terrence is smart. What do you think of the future of Vegas? I'm playing with the idea of leaving, and I'm wondering the best time to sell and why there are so many jumbo projects going on here in Vegas. The best time to sell what? Your house? I mean, dude, sell your house when you need to sell your house. But the thing about selling your house right now is that you got to get another mortgage. And I don't know if you know this, but interest rates on homes just went up last week. It's not going down. I mean, like, yeah, the Feds cut the interest rates, but that doesn't matter because the 10-year bonds went up, and that forces interest rates to go up. So if you sell your house and you're like at a 3.2, you're going to get a 6.5. I don't know if you think about that, but you should probably really think about that. That's why the sellers aren't really stepping into the market right now, because they're locked into mortgages that are really good. And realtors will try to tell you, oh, you buy your house, you rent your mortgage. Yeah, but I don't foresee interest rates coming down in the next little while, so that's a thing. But yeah, so I don't know when you want to sell when you have to sell, bro. Participate in the market when you absolutely have to. If you don't have to sell your house and you have good credit, keep your house in Vegas and pay a management company to rent your house out. Make some money off of it if you can. I mean, if you're in a mortgage right now that's worth $1,400 and you can turn that into $1,000 a month, you made $12,000 a month residually wherever you move, or $1,200 a month, $1,000 a year, $12,000 a year. $12,000 a year. If you could make $12,000 a year in residual income, that's not a bad deal. I don't think so. But see if the company channel for the Vegas content and other day trading stuff. That's fine, big fan. I told you that the other day. You said the same thing to me. I'm like, I'm going to show what I want to show, brother. I got to be comfortable in my skin on my channel. And this isn't a Vegas stream in particular. I'm pretty sure that the title on this stream says Vegas Studio Chat, Year-End Chat, Stocks, Vegas, all topics. And so we were broad on the topics, brother. Let's say you have a lot of equity and you're getting a small mortgage on the new house. Could be. All right, you guys are great. Love you guys. What's the deal with all the big projects out here? Money. People were committed to the projects. They're building them. They're all in. Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Do all the good things to each other. Tomorrow's the last year of the day. I know what I said. Last day of the year. Resolutions don't work, so don't fool yourself. Make a real decision to change your life. That's all I will tell you, because change is permanent, and doesn't matter when you start your journey. It just matters that you start your journey. I started my journey finally and stuck to something on April 14th. It seems to be playing out, and we're up and away, okay? So, Steve, not everyone is made to be a landlord. You don't have to be a landlord, Teddy. No, dude. Are you kidding me? No, Teddy, you're not a landlord. You just pay somebody. You pay a management company. $150 a month. Pipes break, they send somebody. You want to find a tenant, they screen your tenants, bro. That's it. That's how it works. So, anyways. Yeah, you pay somebody to watch your property. I wouldn't recommend you be a landlord. Like, not at all. You may have sent this to me in error. It's Derek from Cosmo, who is now in Edmonton. No, I sent it right. I was wondering why it doesn't come up as a blue bubble. Yeah, anyways. You guys are great. Love you. My rental property, fourplex, bought for $170, can sell for $600, or keep and make $15,000 per year in rents. Should I sell or should I keep? Real estate is only going to go up in price. What's really happening right now, and I'm so upset that we didn't buy a house back in the, when I had my crypto deal and Caroline was making the masks. We went all in on her family and then they backstabbed her. That was a painful lesson, but everything's a blessing or a lesson in life. The thing about it is this, okay? You might have noticed it going back a few years. CNN would run an article about why it's better to rent than buy, Or USA Today would talk about how all the younger people are choosing to rent instead of buy. And then you would see an article in the Washington Post saying, is the American dream of homeownership dead? I am a true conspiracy theorist in the sense that I really believe that these are all subversive attacks on the idea of the American dream, which is homeownership and stability. And I think that there are more private equity firms and large hedge funds buying properties in the United States right now so they can take control over you. They can be in charge of when they raise the rent on you. They can be in charge of what the qualifications are for moving into these places. And they can further open a divide between the extreme haves and the extreme have-nots. And I think they don't like people who are empowered. I also think that when it comes to the trading, companies like Schwab and TD Ameritrade, which are apparently one and the same, E-Trade, all of these, what they do is they love it when you lose money. So they give you this fairy tale happily ever after. You can go day trade, just go put some money in the markets. You're invariably going to lose. And when you lose, the big institutions win. When you don't own a house, the big institutions own your life. You see, like, this is where we are going, because absolute power corrupts absolutely, and these people have every wish to control absolutely everything in our lives. And that is the most scariest thing in the world, right? So anyways, that's what it is. But that's what I would say to you. So if you own property right now, keep it tooth and nail as hard as you possibly can, because they are coming for that property. And think about it this way, okay? If you are from California and you had a mom and a dad who in the 1950s bought a house in Santa Monica, the average home in Santa Monica, California in 1955 was worth approximately $68,000. That same home today, 70 years later, when mom and dad are long gone, hopefully to heaven, and you're older and you're ready to give it to a child, is worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $2.5 million. And so all of this stuff that's happening around you, and you're not paying attention to it because I haven't been paying attention to it, you may not be paying attention to it, we are seeing the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of mankind. We are seeing things get transferred into the biggest corporations on the planet that want to own absolutely everything. And so, like, this is why some people are so big into cryptos, because it's kind of an equalizer. This is why I'm so big in trying to help people with this day trading stuff, because it feels somehow liberating to pull $700 out of the hands of somebody else and say, I learned a skill. Now I can apply this to investments and I can build a future for my family for the first time in 43 dang years. So that's what I'm on a mission for. That's my why. I'm doing this so I can leave something for all the people that supported me my entire life. I'm doing this so when I don't have to work at some job that drains my soul, cold calling people, asking them if they want to be in a magazine, that I can go on the Las Vegas Strip and I can donate money to people, or I can make content and I can do things that matter. That's what I'm doing. So absolutely agree. This is why there's a shortage of houses to buy at a reasonable price. Houses are being bought by corporations. But I'm just yammering on about stupid crap right now. So I love you. Will Vegas fare well in a world war? Oh, no, we're a target. We're a huge target. We're right now by Groom Lake in Area 51, Groom Lake. We're right by Nellis Air Force Base. This place is in the crosshairs for everything. We're a major transportation hub, the 15 major infrastructure with rail. This city is done for if there's ever a world war. But if there's ever a world war, you got other things to worry about, brother. Got very in-depth interpretation of real estate, buy and hold. That's what I would say, but I'm not your financial advisor. Don't take my advice. I love you guys. We'll chat later. Like, share, subscribe. 3, 2, see you tomorrow. Come back to this channel, bookmark it. We'll be outside of the studio. We'll be out of the studio. The Hoover Dam. Boom. There you go. Plus the secret city that lives underneath Vegas. No, I don't know if that's the case. But we got to go 3, 2, 1, click. Thanks, guys. God bless.